right, Diana. Thank you so much for doing this for us today. I'm really happy to have this conversation with you. I just talked to Jeanette. She's been doing this for 26 years in the insurance business. Chris just started with us this year, and Lupe's been here for a few years too. But yeah, you've been here for a little bit longer than them, so I think you have a great understanding of the culture here, how things work here. So yeah, why don't you introduce yourself and when did you start working here?
Yeah, of course. So my name's Diana. I've been working at this agency since August 2023. That's when I first started. It was around the pandemic time, and that's when I started on board. So it feels like it just happened, but it's been, like 5 years.
Yeah, it's 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020.
That's right. Okay. So that was a crazy time when you first joined us. Mm-hmm. But what were you doing prior to that?
So before that, I was actually helping manage a jewelry store. I did that for 5 years prior. So I was always been in sales.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And during that time, if I remember, during the pandemic, what was the reason that you started looking for a job? Because some people around that time was like, oh, it's an excuse, I don't have to work at that time. A lot of people weren't, people were scared. Mm-hmm. But you, early on the pandemic, you applied. So it really speaks volume of what type of mentality you have. But take us back to what your situation was, and then what made you decide to apply.
Yeah, so during that time, I could have just chilled and taken it easy, but I took it as a time to self-reflect, and I realized I wanted to find a career, not just a way to make a check. So I started looking into options, and I remember an older gentleman, he was 80. He's like, you should get into insurance. You'll make a killing. So I just started looking up insurance jobs during that time.
Wow. And that was a customer of yours, right?
Yeah, it was a customer at the jewelry place, and I would sell him jewelry. And then he's like, oh, you should do insurance. You'd make big money there. Yeah. Why
do you think he thought you'd be good at insurance?
Well, he just told me, he's like, oh, you're a real nice lady. He remind me of my sister, and you should do insurance. He said something like that. Yeah, so he was actually the one who put it in my head, because I didn't honestly know too much about insurance. I just knew that I had to pay for it every month. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's funny how little conversations like that in your life could change. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Your life, planting that seed. So I'm very thankful for him, actually. So what are some differences compared to working there at the jewelry store compared to here?
Well, here definitely you feel like you're helping people more. You're not just selling them something that I mean, jewelry is nice, but it's not going to protect you when something really happens, It feels nice to know that I offer coverages to people that in a moment of need is going to protect them. So that's what I enjoy about.
Especially when you're in sales, right? It's just kind of like a luxury, Mm-hmm. So it's sometimes it's I don't know if this is true, but you may be selling it thinking do they really need this, or is this a really wise financial decision?
Yeah, I don't feel bad when I sell them insurance.
And it's important to sell something that you believe in. Definitely. Because certain things you could sell for a while and make money, but deep down it's not sustainable, because if you feel guilty doing it, you can't do it for a long time.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I don't feel bad about selling anybody a policy. I actually feel good. I like to protect people, especially since we work a lot with the Spanish community. I like hearing that I'm nice to them, because sometimes, they don't find a Spanish-speaking agent that's taking advantage of the situation that they don't understand, and I really like that.
And you, just like Lupe too, get really great reviews. Mm-hmm. It's always you're very patient, you're very friendly, so those are great things to hear. Mm-hmm. And something that feels good at the end of the day.
Yes.
What do you like most about working at Kitajima Insurance?
I definitely like my checks and the money I make. That's I really do like that it's a place where whatever you put in, you get out. It's all up to you. If you want to sell, you can make money. But on top of that, definitely the work environment. I love, having you as a boss. You're very, very good leader during times, that we've had. You've shown that you could manage an agency, and you understand everybody. You at least you try to. My coworkers are great people. I just like the office environment and the pay.
Yeah, that helps too, right?
Yeah, that helps.
But yeah, I mean, you have made some great friends here. You guys really look out for each other. And yeah, we've also gone through a lot too.
Definitely.
ups and downs, not easy moments in business. And thank you for saying that for me too, because I do want there to be not only available during the good times, but during the difficult times too.
Yeah.
And yeah, I liked how you said you feel control over your income. And if you want to put in more, then you get more. And
Yeah.
that's something that I always worked hard to try to provide. So thank you for taking advantage of that too. How has your career or life grown since joining?
I just feel like I started here when I was 25 and, plus 5 years. And now I feel like I definitely earn more money and I'm able to do more things than I did in the past. I'm able to drive a nicer car than I did before. It's just, I'm able to do things with my daughter that I know before I couldn't do. And also just working in an office, I didn't really do that before too long, so I feel like that's something good to learn.
Yeah. Well, congratulations too. You went to Hawaii with her.
Yeah, it was fun.
Earlier this year, so that's something that, what a special moment
Yeah.
for you guys. And that's really all your hard work.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to speak a little bit about some of the hard time that we went through when it was like a business challenge and things like that and how we got through that together?
Yeah, totally. So when was it? 2023 March. Getting let go from the other insurance carrier that we worked with was kind of shocking. What did I do?
Yeah.
And for a second there, I was really upset. Screw everything. But I just felt like that was kind of the end of my insurance career. I was like, oh, I got fired. That's not going to look good for me. But at the end of the day, you manage to find all these carriers, and I realized little by little that I'm like, you know what, it's not that bad. It was definitely a little bad though, because you go from making a certain amount of money and then it kind of decreased. It was like a decrease in money, definitely. But as time went on, I decided to stick through it because I'm like, the people that left, someone has to take their spot. So then I was like, I took it as an advantage for myself. Eventually, all the sales are going to be mine.
That's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Every tough situation, there's got to be some positive angle to it.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, could I have quit? Yeah. Could I have found something else to do? Yeah. But that's when it comes down to the office culture as well. If the office culture wasn't good, I would have been I'm out. But since I actually have respect for you, I enjoyed my working with Laura and everybody, I was like, you know what, that'd be I don't want to do that. So I was like, I'm going to see where it is, and thankfully everything is working out, So definitely working out.
Nice. Well, thank you, Diana, for your loyalty. I think your persistence. Sales is not easy. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down.
Yeah, definitely.
And the market, carriers, there's just so many different variables. But you didn't give up easily, and you wanted to see it through. And those are the moments where I'm like, okay, I need to deliver for the people who have been loyal to me. And that motivates me. So having people like you, Diana, it really motivates me. So I really appreciate you, not giving up and continuing with us and helping us get to where we are. It's a big transition we went through, and you're just a huge part of it. Actually, that really motivated me at that time. It was like, well, I got to get carriers for Diana in America, because they're not going anywhere, but I need them to be able to give them a product they can sell.
Yeah.
So that was a huge motivation, and again, big part of the reason where we are today.
Yeah.
How would you describe the culture here?
It's definitely fun. There's different people that work here. I wouldn't say everybody's the same, so there's different. Just a lot of different people. The office is getting bigger. Everyone's just nice to each other. When there's disagreements, they're handled appropriately. I've never seen anybody crash out or be rude, extremely rude to one another. So it's always been okay, some miscommunication, just speaking directly to one another. And then for the most part, it's always just a great vibe.
Thank you. Yeah, well, that is one of our core principles, kindness. And that is something that I look for when we recruit. and something that is non-negotiable when things don't work out. It's because that was an issue. People like you know, people that are nice, that's all we ask for is hardworking, nice people. And as long as that's the case, then we have a good culture here. So I'm glad that you pointed that out.
Yeah, especially like you come in, everybody's, you know, so nice for the moment, like all the time. Everyone's having a good time. You come in, you see like a nice view. It makes you want to work, you know, like it's a good place.
Yeah, it's hard to make a job like that
Yeah.
where people, you know, want to come in or at least don't hate coming in.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you said that. But yeah, you really set the tone. I mean, if you think about it, you're one of the longer, you know, tenure agents, especially around where you sit and stuff like that. Do you feel it that way? Like,
You know what? It's crazy because I have been working here for 5 years, but to me it feels like 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm around the same time as them. I don't know if it's the office move or something, but in my head I'm like 5 years. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you've been here longer, then I feel like the new people are learning from you, you know, and I think your attitude, the way you get along with people, your communication skills, those are things that really set the culture for us. So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Now, would you recommend someone to join us and why?
Yes, I definitely do recommend anybody who wants to pursue their career in insurance. If you have your license, you will immediately be able to start selling, which is like really cool. Something that I know a lot of places don't offer. You'd be in a place where a lot of people are willing to help you, take the time to teach you new things. So I started with no experience, and thankfully, like I've been able to learn what I know now, and it has definitely helped me out a lot.
Nice, yeah. Well, that's very true. We do have a good culture of helping people, train them, taking our time to help them. I still remember I trained you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of the last people too. So you went through a lot.
Yeah.
But you're making me proud right now. What are the type of personalities or the type of people who fit in here, do well here?
Definitely someone who is hardworking. That's like number one. You have to be proud of your work and take pride in doing the right thing. After that, following that, someone who's like energetic, not like, oh, I'm tired or anything like that. Just coming here to work, be in a group setting where like you're coming into a group setting with people that want to sell. So just someone who wants to work hard and make money.
That's right. But yeah, that energy is so important.
Yeah.
You know, someone that wants to produce, someone who wants to talk to people, someone who wants to, you know, learn. So energy is such a big deal that has to do with sales. I think that was a great answer there. All right, Diana. Well, that was kind of crazy that we went through, you know, how you got started and what we've been through and stuff like that. But once again, I just really respect your persistency. You know, want to thank you for your loyalty. And it's been a great 5 years, but I still feel like you said, it's only been a couple of years and we're still just getting started. So I'm really excited about the future, and you'll always be a big part of it. So thank you so much today, Diana.
Cool. Thank you, Dan.
All right.
Yay.
Good job. That was easy, right?
Hi, my name's Diana Gonzalez, and I'm a sales agent at Kitajima Insurance. Let's get it.